Alright, so what I'm going to do here is go ahead and do an unboxing for Panzer expansion set number 1. I've already peeled off the plastic, but I've not yet looked inside, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, so once again, the first thing I see here are data cards, and there are a lot of them in this one. It looks like they wrapped them up in baggies here. And this is about the same amount that came in Panzer by itself, just this one stack, and it looks like there are 2 of those. Yeah, so there are a lot of data cards here in Panzer expansion number 1. Once again, we have our GMT baggies. And looks like the scenario booklet here. Expansion 1, Shape of Battle, the Eastern Front. Let's see here, it looks like it goes all the way to the end. This looks like the forces for one of the scenarios. And then up here in the front, looks like we have the orders of battle here. Breakdowns of the historical units. 3rd SS Panzer Grenadier Division, Totenkopf, 1st July 1943. So this is really cool. This is a nice breakdown, so we know what we're dealing with here in terms of historicity. And of course, the 2nd SS Panzer Grenadier Division. This is a lot of detail. So this is what we're dealing with here then. This is the Eastern Front Panzer Grenadier setup here. Scenarios use various mixing and matching of the maps, which I'll get to in a second, I assume. Alright. Once again, a quality control sheet from, this one's from Carrie, and thank you, Carrie. And it looks like we have our maps here. Now this is actually quite small folded up here, but yes, it unfolds into this quite lengthy piece here, which this is a 3-foot table. I don't have the edges pulled out to make it larger, so this is a pretty good length piece of map. It's a little bit different than the map in the base set. The map in the base set was thick glossy paper. This is thin cardstock. So they're about the same thickness, it looks like. It's just that the material is a little bit different, which makes sense if you're dealing with smaller maps, I suppose. Also noteworthy is that the maps have the hexes that are partial hexes, and I believe in the expansions those are playable, also because they can connect directly up with another map, so that's pretty cool. So we have map 3 here, and I'm guessing on the other side map 7, looks like. Map 4. It's the same setup, unfolds the same way here. Again, it's just slightly different material. It's a very thin cardstock, whereas the other map for the base game was a thick, glossy paper. So it looks like they'll sit pretty well together. Map 1 and map 2. Also looks like more tanks, lots and lots of vehicles and tanks here. Same thickness as in the base game, of course. There's counter sheet 1 and counter sheet 2. Looks like there's another aircraft here for Germany. There's also one over here on the Soviet side, as well as numerous other vehicles. We have some Stugs, some Panzer 38s. Looks like some extras of some of the tokens from the base game as well. So Very nice. And Soviet breakdown of units here. Oh, okay, so this really gives us a good breakdown here. This gives us all the details of the Soviet TONE of this period. You can see there's a lot of historical detail in here. Yeah, so that's really interesting, especially for the scenario creation stuff that's included with the base game. And of course the Germans, which we've already gotten a glimpse of. Yeah, this is really amazing. This is going to be something to spend a lot of time with. So, and again, it's printed on the quality paper. This is the quality of material we're expecting from GMT these days. And you can see there's these two books as well as the original books. There's a lot of paper in here, 2 counter sheets, 4 double-sided maps, and of course the scenario booklet and the data cards. So there we go. There's a lot going on here, and I'll see if I can get to this expansion number 2 here shortly.